Dr. Jeffrey Benton presents A Journey Within from the expert mind of Dr. Jeffrey Benton. Override your ailments from tunnel vision procedure to revolutionary advancement with decades of proven results and wisdom from above. Comes a novel approach to healing and recovery encoded in your DNA sequence. Prepare your ascension to perfection and longevity. Embrace an empowered you, ready for the new millennium with light touch healing from the medical magician of the 21st century, created by Dr. Jeffrey Benton.
We have a situation today, and I mentioned baby boomers, but I guess you deal with people from all ages.
All ages,
And,
baby to boomer.
You have the aches and pains from head to toe.
Mm-hmm.
You've shared some of the healing tips and tricks that you have. And do you think it's that people considered health most important, but they just don't put it on their list as far as taking care of themselves?
You know, they consider their health next to last. They would rather spend money on making their car look nice, making sure that maybe they get some concert tickets or movie tickets or entertainment, and the health sort of falls near the bottom of the rung. So that's my idea, is I want to really create something called healthtainment. So we have entertainment coupled to health.
Interesting.
Have fun, probably some jokes, some stand-up maybe, a little card tricks, you know. And then in the middle of that, we do some healing, which is where the true healing comes from. And it's going, oh my goodness.
Well, it's funny you mentioned card tricks, because they said two of the things that help with memory, believe it or not, are juggling and magic. How about that? Juggling because it takes so much dexterity, and magic because it puzzles the mind. And how did he do that? So let's take a little look around and see your beautiful office here.
There we go. So she'll give you the little tour.
Yes. I mean, you have so many, a speaker, an author, radio, TV personality with your show, and you're on the Easy Way Wall of Fame, I noticed, and wow.
So this is some of the supplements and vitamins, and we like to target organ systems that might need some help. We have a lot of, we're actually finding, for example, people with smoke issues, homeopathic for that. This one is for people who have maybe chemoradiation or a lot of EMF, or they're sensitive to EMF. This one might be good for that.
Chemoradiation, I could drink a couple of bottles of that.
Yeah, you might want to. It'd be very good for you. This one is to increase your mojo. This is good for the men who want to make sure that they have some activity going in the bedroom.
Wow.
Especially for the, I guess, the baby boomer set, perhaps. So there's a few, we have a whole protocol for that. And yeah, we have a little bit of everything for everything. And actually, this one works with this. This and this works well together to keep.
Wow. Well, you know the regimen. I see you have the Easy Way Award here.
That's right.
For your Dr. Jeffrey Benton Wall of Fame Golden Gala. That was an event to remember.
That was a nice event.
And down the hall here, wow, so many certificates.
Yes, a few more. I don't have enough space to put all of them up. I mean, so this is what we have now.
Wow. And you're a veteran. You support the veterans. You're a veteran, and you're.
I support the veterans, absolutely. I actually flew out to Colorado to present and work on veterans over here. This was January of 2019.
Okay. And then you have more here.
We have.
And I see you got American Legion, and you have Los Angeles College of Chiropractic.
Yep.
Wow. A lot of learning, a lot of education. Takes a lot of patience to go get all these certificates and awards, diplomas. And your office here.
This is my main healing room. I have just what's in a library in case you need to look some things up. More healthy ideas, healthy potions. This is a good mineral from Australia, good overall minerals. We have silver for any kind of infection. Nanoparticle silver is very good for viral, bacterial, any kind of issue with pathogens. That's very good for that.
Okay.
We have a good general health packets, just overall health and stamina. We want to have some of that. So we have a little bit of everything here. But I actually like this company. They have their own organic farm out in the Palmyra. I believe it's Palmyra, Wisconsin. They actually had a 400-acre all-organic farm. When I went to visit it, they make all-organic nutrition as best as they can.
Wow.
And then over here we have tea tree oil. We have a nice vertebra. Have that.
And you really do get into the inner workings of the bones and the nerves and the spine and so on and so forth, which is essential for what you're doing.
It's the nervous system. Okay, this is what people don't teach. This is what teachers don't teach you in health class, and they should. This is our body's wiring diagram.
Oh.
So this is our nerve function chart. So we talk about the nerves, but then we don't really know exactly where it goes. So this sort of tells you where it goes to the, and they all go everywhere. So for example, here we have muscles of the neck, the shoulders, the tonsils, and here muscles of circulation of the shoulders, elbows, hands, thyroid gland. I want to focus this because sometimes people have a car accident or whiplash, and then a few years later they go, oh, my thyroid, I feel sluggish, and they go to the doctor and says, oh, your thyroid's not working well. They give you medication. Well, maybe because we have a bad car whiplash injury, and it injured the nerve supply to that gland, and then it doesn't work as well.
Wow. And then it gets worse as time goes on.
It'll get worse as time goes on because you don't know how to fix it. However, a couple of adjustments and then maybe some supplementation or natural nutrition, your thyroid gland should perk up quite nicely.
It is complex, yeah.
It's complex.
And like you said, if there is
simple for me.
could I use this as an analogy? If you have a leak in your house, it doesn't mean there's a hole right above you. It could be 20 feet away, right?
It could be 20 feet away.
Because if you have a pain, which you showed me earlier, it could be a nerve that's 2 feet away from that.
Yep.
That's out of place. Okay.
Yeah. Could be anywhere.
Very interesting.
It's my job to find out where it is. And I do it well.
Well, that's what I hear. That's the word.
That's the
And
word.
that's why they call you the Houdini of healing.
That's right. We optimize the human body, mind, and spirit. Okay, so you have, you say you have a drop foot, so which do you have a difficulty keeping your foot kicked up? Wonder if you're walking? What's going on?
Neuropathy, yeah. Want me to take my shoe off?
Yeah. Okay, stand nice and tall. No, before you do that, put your leg down. Hold this arm out. Push up.
Push up.
Push up. Good. Push up. Keep pushing. You're stuck. Okay, good.
This
Right over here.
shoulder's been bothering me.
Gotcha. Well, now face me. Pushing up. This arm.
Up.
Okay. Back to this arm.
Skinny, huh?
Pushing up.
Bones.
Okay.
This has been sore for a couple weeks.
So, you ever been to a chiropractic doctor before?
A couple months ago, went with Eric.
Okay.
I did just a little hello type thing.
Any therapy? Any
No.
treatment?
No.
All right. So, let me have you lie face down.
Yeah, the issue now is my left foot is numb.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Numb. Ugh.
Okay. Left foot is numb. So, can you feel this?
Yeah.
Can you feel this?
Yeah.
Does it feel the same?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. How about here?
Uh-huh.
How about there?
Yeah.
Feels the same?
Yeah.
Okay, how about here? How about here?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Okay. So how about here and how about here?
Yeah, I feel it. It's a numb tingling.
It's a numb tingling.
More so on the left.
More on the left than on the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little teeny bit swollen on the left.
All right, bend this knee. Push against my hand.
Push.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Drop it down. Bend this leg. Push against my hand. All right, that's pretty good. Hold this leg up. Pushing up. That's a little weaker.
Huh.
Drop it down. Hold this leg up. Pushing up. Okay, that's good. So this one's a little weaker. Notice how it was a little weaker than the other side?
Yeah, oh, that's funny.
I'm going to try to find out why it's weak. Hold this leg up again. Pushing up. Right there. Breath in. In out.
Muscle tight?
Hold this leg up again. See how much stronger that got?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it went from weak to strong, and what I did is I stimulated the opposite hip.
Oh.
So it's never where you think it's going to be. Because
Oh,
most
wow.
people think, wait, but we have a weak glute max, it's not firing right. Oh, let's do the therapy here. You
Oh,
just got to ask the body where it is, and it'll tell you. That's what I do.
amazing.
Hold the leg up. A little higher there. Hold it up. See? And it stays pretty good.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Well, then I'm going to go get you a little stronger. So right now, the next spot is right here.
Huh.
Good. Hold his leg up. Boom. Even stronger. Okay. So now, how about this leg? Lift this leg up. That feels good. That feels good.
Oh, boy, I
That
can
was
feel the
nice.
cracks.
That was good. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good. So, check your
I
neck a
haven't
little.
been twisting and turning the way I should.
Yeah. How about this side? Okay, let your head roll a little bit. Okay, good. Yeah, see how, just feel that pop?
Yeah.
Put your rib back in. Been out for how many eons? Okay, so have you turn around.
Yeah. You know, I want to do a giant, so I'm not giving up. You know what a giant is?
I don't know what that is.
You hold the bar like in the Olympics, the long bar,
Uh-huh.
grab it and you go around.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I can
I'll
grab
do it with you.
Yeah, I can grab a bar
I like that plan.
and go upside down
Really?
and hang and do
Oh.
pulls. I can do all that. But see,
Oh, good for you.
I'm afraid to do it now because of this.
What is that? If they gave you, what is that?
Port to
a
do
port.
the chemo. I had almost 1,000 hours of chemo, and they couldn't do it in the veins because it's 150 hours at a time. Most of the guys got like 10 or 20.
Wow.
Mine was 150 hours at a time, and then I go home, I have to come back,
Let me ask you,
and because of that,
why do you have so much? Look, how many hours of chemo have you had?
850.
Yeah, and how much do the usual people have?
They get about 10 or 20 hours, maybe 30, and they go home, come back for another 30. They might have 100. Some of the guys told me I needed 80 hours of chemo. I need 100. Mine was 150 hours at a time, go home, come back another 150, and up, and I needed 1,000. And they said because I have a type of lymphoma that's extremely aggressive times 3. I had 3 types of lymphoma, and each one was very aggressive.
And that's a blood cancer?
Lymphoma, it gets in the lymph nodes here.
The lymph nodes. The
and
lymphoma.
here and
Okay,
here
the
all.
lymph. So.
So they caught mine in the beginning. It was right here.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted here, and then I did the chemo and the radiation 12 years ago, and then it came back, and this time they said, "Whoa!" Boy, the guy pushed away from the computer and he shook his head. He goes, "Whoa!"
What are you going to do in live kind of thing? Well, what?
Well, like this is going to be tough to fight. And he said this is extremely aggressive lymphoma you have. The problem is you have 3 different types. And he said one of the chemos is going to damage your heart. Not it may. He said it will damage your heart. I said, well, we're having 8 different types of chemo. Why don't we cancel one of those?
Yeah.
And he said, no, we need to give you everything we have to get a handle on this because it's just going to be rampant. So I had bags hanging all over.
Really?
Oh,
Well, you're very sturdy to handle all that toxicity, and you're still standing relatively straight.
that's what this one doctor said. He goes,
He doesn't
man,
understand. Right.
yeah, and the nurse said that too. She specialized in that. She goes, you have
Yeah.
so much chemo. She said, I don't know how your system handles it. I said, because
Yeah.
I don't get the chemo you guys are talking about. You're saying all this bad chemo. I'm not getting that. I'm getting the healthy chemo.
Okay, because you're saying it's, yeah. Okay.
My chemo is good for you. It's like a vitamin.
Okay.
And so my heart went into fibrillation, like he said.
Yeah.
And the next day he came in and he said that usually lasts 10, maybe 20 years. He said, your heart's back to normal.
Right.
So it took a day. That's good.
Yeah.
And I just talked to hematology today, and she
Right.
says I can have this taken out.
Well, okay, good.
I never had any lessons with gymnastics.
No, neither have I.
Never been on a high bar. I'm 72,
Okay.
went through probably over 1,250 hours of chemo,
Yeah.
and it means nothing to me.
Right.
I think the way in which you think determines the outcome.
It's
I
very
picture a guy
critical.
doing it, I could do it.
So I'll highlight one of these, a little exercise machine. It's called the Bob, and this is they use it for athletes and trainers. It's a calf master, but for people who are sitting around, as you said earlier, all day and they're not exercising, and then sometimes or say I have someone who has working in front of a computer for hours, and then they get up and they're all stiff.
Yeah.
This is a nice, quick way to sort of loosen everything up. You just put it on the floor. I'll have you do it after me.
Oh.
And then you come over here, and I just have a wall just to balance yourself on. And then you just want to do a full flexion and then extension, and it really stretches out your calves. But then it also sort of stimulates all the receptors in your feet.
Oh, wow.
So just do 10 like these, and then you turn the foot out. You do the different angles. It's a really nice way to work your ankles and your hips. It's a nice little rehab. It's sort of gentle, you got to set your own pace. And when you get a little better, you can do it without your hands.
Oh, that's a cool little
Neat little
gizmo.
device.
I like that.
I'll let you try it out.
No plug-ins, no electric,
No plug-ins, no electric.
and you can do it in your bare feet.
Yeah, bare feet. There you go. All the way up. Yeah, so there you go.
Oh boy, that's clever.
It's a clever thing, yeah.
It's called the Bob?
It's called the Bob. How about that? Just that's what they call it.
Wow.
It's angled just nicely.
You can feel it in your calves.
Yeah, all the way up. So really get the full contraction of that muscle. There you go. So this is a nice little exercise that you have like somebody who's always working. Get the Bob, yes. So.
Oh, I like that. Boy, I felt a few little crunches in that. I felt like maybe the Tin Man after he sleeps with
Yeah.
in a little rain.
Oh yeah.
Gets up the next day a little rusty.
Well, good. Well, thanks for coming out, and let me show you what I do.
This is amazing, and people don't realize the importance. You probably recommend that people, when they get up, they should do a little stretching,
They
in the
should.
morning. And,
Right.
Hello, guys. I'm here with my friend, Dr. Jeffrey Benton, and we're at Light Touch Healing Center, right?
That's right.
And again, I just wanted to share my, I don't know if I'd call it appreciation or my amazement
Oh, really?
in your accolades.
Okay.
It takes a while to walk down your hall and see all the awards and all the certificates and everything. Very
Right.
impressive, because each one is not easy. These are complicated ones in so many fields. And your endorsements, your list of endless endorsements. So you basically, a lot of people go out and they try to find the solution, and they search and they search, and it's something that's very common today. And it seems like the buck stops here. You go very deep into what you do, and you do a lot of research, in-depth research, and find the results, find the cause, the root cause, and you solve the problem. So talk to us a little bit about your, what you think is the basis of what you got, or why you got into this, and what you see going on with people today. And are they ignoring this? Because a lot of them see, because I do statistics on the show, and a lot of them are out of shape, especially when you get into the baby boomer situation.
Well, I think everybody's out of shape to a certain extent. I don't think you're going to find anybody that's perfect. I mean, I don't think there is such a thing as perfect.
No.
You've got people who try hard, but then you have people who don't really try it that hard. What I'm curious to ask you is, so right before we got on camera, I did a little adjustment on you, a little therapy. How do you feel?
I feel looser. I feel like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. She had a friend called the Tin Man, and there was a couple scenes where he was a little rusty. That's the way I felt like when I first got here.
Okay.
And I feel like you had the oil can and limbered me up a little bit. I felt like you removed some of the cobwebs.
Well, that's exactly what I do.
So I'm ready to go out and play some tennis now.
Okay, good. What we found is a couple of things, and every time you find a weak muscle, so I found a weak muscle on you, your light glute max was turned off, and then we fixed it by turning on, by stimulating a reflex on the other side of your body.
I felt my leg the second time I could raise it after you did an adjustment.
Right.
Where I couldn't raise it at first. That was amazing.
I make your body more efficient. That's what I do.
Which increases blood flow and makes you healthier overall.
Overall, right. And then after I put that together, then we found a couple of tension spots here. Your ribs were out, so I gently got your ribs reset. So it seems to me you're looking a little more spry and you're a little taller.
Oh, no, that's true. No, I do. In fact, I was thinking that, like, I feel a little bit more limber.
Right. It's important. How many people will try taking a pill to do what I just did on you? How many people, oh, maybe this pill will happen, and so many people will, we'll get some stem cell injections, when really what's going on is you have a nerve communication issue. You weren't getting communication to this big muscle in your low back. And then I found out what that is, and then I hit reset, and then I just took out the stress out of a few things. You had several pop sounds.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Felt pretty
Crunches,
good.
Yeah.
He had some crunches going on. Yeah.
No, but thank you very much, and for the tour. And I know you're a busy guy. I saw all the patients. So again, guys, Dr. Jeffrey Benton, and it's the
Light Touch Healing Center.
Light Touch Healing Center, Beverly Hills. You know, the research, I guess, changes as time goes on. I guess you're always learning new things, right?
Always learning new things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.